Hello, brothers and sisters. Hey, thanks for joining me again today. It looks like I've got another episode of Free Speech UK style. It appears that there was a man counter-protesting near these pro-Palestine protests that have gone on this weekend. And these protests are odd because didn't Trump just get a ceasefire? Isn't the war in Gaza over? Shouldn't they be celebrating? But they don't seem to be. Well, anyway, so this guy seems to be getting into bother with the police for holding a sign near that protest. Let's see what happens to him.
They're mixing up two different things, or Section 14 isn't something I've heard of. But I'm not sure how We Stand With Britain's Jews breaches the Terrorism Act. But
We Stand With Britain's Jews is an act of terrorism? Really? Saying that? Okay, let's hear more.
See, maybe it's the Union Jack that we've got on there. Who knows?
Oh, he had a Union Jack on his sign. Okay, that's a problem in London.
Days. I mean, this is seriously as a joke. Come on,
Mark. That's the information I've been given. We'll get to custody.
Yeah.
We'll get you processed, and someone will be able to explain to you.
Oh wow, I'm really grateful. This isn't like a train running late, right? You're about to lock me up for hours, yeah, for nothing. You're not telling me that my train is late, so don't say, and then somebody will be able to explain it to you.
Mark, I understand.
And also, you said earlier you're going to wait until the march has passed before you get a van. So we're going to stand here for nearly 2 hours. You're just wasting my time for standing there with a placard that said, "We stand with Britain's Jews." Right?
So it's illegal now to stand with a placard saying "We stand with Britain's Jews"? Maybe with the Union Jack on the placard? That's actual terrorism now. I think that's what I just heard. Tell me if I'm wrong on this. What is going on? Are the police just arresting everyone for no reason and just saying it's terrorism now? I would think terrorism should only be used on serious offenses. And it's not even like Palestinian action. Jews aren't classified as terrorists in the UK, are they? So it's not because he's supporting terrorism. Perhaps Jews are terrorists in the UK now.
That's seriously what you've done.
That's seriously
what you're all doing, right?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you've been seen with a sign.
No, you're saying that I was breaching the peace. Forget the sign. Even before that, you said I was breaching the peace for standing with a sign that says "We stand with Britain's Jews." With in the middle a Manchester beat signifying the murder of 2 people in a synagogue this week, and you're saying I'm breaching the peace and potentially a terrorist. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, so they're using anti-terrorist laws on him. Now, this guy's got a big beard on him. Perhaps would he be a Muslim? Are Muslim police officers now arresting white people that support Jews because they're terrorists? Tell me if I'm wrong in my comments. Is that what I'm seeing here? And that little girl behind him should not be a police officer. She's another one of those. They need to stop hiring these little girls for police officers. That's why they're not going after real criminals. The real villains tend to be big. You need to be big to go catch them. She should not be walking the beat. It's not safe for her.
Isn't it?
I'm going to comment.
Only following orders, I know.
He's only following orders. Who else used that defense about 80 odd years ago? I'm only following orders. So who's giving these orders? I think it's the Karens that are running the Met. Yeah, and they're going to make him stand here for a couple of hours to get a van through this crowd. Then you know what's going to happen. He's going to be held at the police station for a couple more hours, and then he's going to be released with no charges, because there is no crime here. If there were charges brought on this, please let me know in the comments. I didn't see that there were yet.
Don't really know what to say about that. They're going to get him taken away shortly anyway. And
oh, and there's a guy praying. Prayer rug. Okay.
He'll sort it out.
Now that's a proper sized policeman there. That guy looks up to the job.
Goes into custody, I suppose.
What a waste of time. We've got 4 police officers just standing there. It looks like one of them might be holding a poly bag with the Union Jack in it. Perhaps that's the placard the guy was holding. Again, 4 officers. Can they actually be out there catching carjackers and rapists and burglars and such? How many of those crimes go unsolved because there's not enough police money and resources while they over-criminalize the general populace? They go after people for mean tweets. That's really all modern police force in the UK is fit for purpose to do now, I think.
Meanwhile,
Oh, there's 2 more right there. I wonder what she's got in her bag.
the merch is still going by. It's massive.
I've got no problem with the march. As long as they're peaceful, there's no problem. They're allowed to peacefully protest, no issues. And the guys praying on their prayer rug, no issues with that. As long as you're peaceful and not causing any bother, what's the problem here? But also, why can't he stand there with a sign? It's a form of counter-protest. The hate speech and the incitement laws are so vague. Again, I always say it, that the police can arrest anyone for anything. And in 2-tier Britain, it does seem like it's always white people getting arrested for these non-crimes. Tell me if I'm wrong. And I know people are going to say that is racist. It's not racist. It's a fact. I watch it every day on these videos. I want to see equal justice. When people are yelling from the river to the sea, that's anti-Semitic and it's a hate crime. They should be arrested. If people are yelling racist things back at brown folk who are marching for Palestine, they should be arrested if it's racist in the UK. Now, I actually am against all hate speech laws, but that is the law, so let's fairly apply it and equally apply it. But it does not appear to be equally applied. It really looks like the police, because this guy is holding up this sign, some other Ned may decide to attack him and be violent. The police should arrest that person, but they're arresting counter-protesters just because there's the threat of the violence from the mob. No, arrest the mob if they break the law and get violent, not people that are exercising their rightful right to protest.
You can see them over there right in the distance going over the bridge. They're spanning the whole of Westminster Bridge at the moment and all the way around here, down past me, along the...
Yeah, they were at a good spot. This is a big protest. And again, it looks from here to be peaceful, so I have no problem with the protest, none at all. My problem is arresting the other guy who was counter-protesting. And yes, that sign was provocative potentially to these protesters, but there was nothing, I believe, was illegal on that sign. A Union Jack, something in support of the Birmingham 2 that were murdered by that terrorist. We support Jews in Britain, something like that. Tell me in my comments what's racist, what's insightful, what's bad about those statements. I agree, those are all good statements. I don't even think they should be offensive to anyone.
Embankment.
Now, they might be offensive if you're a Muslim and you hate Jews, or if you're a pro-Palestinian person who hates Jews, and that's okay. You can be offended. It's not against the law in the UK, last time I checked, to say something offensive on a placard. But they keep criminalizing it and putting these people in jail for non-crimes for a few hours.
A lot of people holding signs saying stop starving Gaza.
Nothing wrong with that?
There's a few signs there saying stop arming Israel.
Nothing wrong with that?
There's signs there saying stop bombing.
So all of those slogans that they're using in that other protest, no problem. Stop bombing someone. I'm sure it's Gazans or Palestinians. No problem there. Stop arming Israel. No problem there. Everything they're doing in their placards seems to be free speech, and the police seem okay with that. But supporting Jews in the UK seems to be against the law now. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'll put a link to this in my comments, so if you want to follow this guy, might be a good thing, and we can find out what actually happened to him. This 2-tier justice in the UK is shocking. The police don't actually seem to know the law, so they just arrest everybody if you're white. But if you're not white, they give you a pass. People are going to say that's racist, but I think it's not racist. It's a fact. I keep seeing it over and over. Again, tell me if I'm wrong. Hey, if you like this, like and subscribe. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Thanks. Bye.